Hello, Amy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
I'm glad you were able to come in and talk about the results from the swallowing test we did on Jordan last week. Before we begin going over the results, Amy, can you just tell me about Jordan's history again and what your concerns were?
Yes, so my husband was diagnosed 6 months ago with stage 4 head and neck cancer, and he currently receives radiation and chemotherapy. But recently we've been seeing him having trouble swallowing, and during mealtime he's coughing and drooling, and he just has lost a lot of weight and he's just resistant to eating out with me.
Okay, so you have a lot going on. So what you said was he was diagnosed with stage 4 neck cancer about 6 months ago, and that the nurses and yourself have noticed him having a difficult time swallowing. Also, he's lost a lot of weight, which is, I'm sure, one of your primary concerns, as well as the doctor's.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I know you're going through a lot. I'm sorry that this is happening, but I just want you to know that the doctors and myself are here to work with you guys.
Thank you.
So moving forward, I will be reviewing the results of the modified barium swallow that we did on Jordan. So this test that we did assessed his swallowing abilities, meaning that we were able to see how he is doing when we provided him with liquid and solid foods. So what the results revealed, unfortunately, Jordan cannot tolerate solid foods at this time, just due to his strength being compromised. So his tongue is not strong enough to create the swallow that forces the food down, and it's getting stuck in his throat, which is why he has been coughing at mealtime, as you mentioned earlier. Do you have any questions so far?
Not at this time.
Okay, I know this might be overwhelming. I would like to proceed and discuss the possible treatment options with you. Would you like to hear what they are at this time?
Yes, I'd like to hear my husband's best option for now.
Okay. So right now, we believe that Jordan will benefit from a PEG tube being inserted.
And what's that again, a PEG tube?
Okay, so I'm glad you asked. A PEG tube looks like this, and it would be inserted into his abdominal wall, which is his stomach region. And this would be his primary source for his nutrition.
Oh, okay.
This will help with his nutrition intake, as you mentioned earlier, that this is a primary concern for you as well as the doctors and myself. I know this is a lot of information to handle. I would like to give you some time to process before making any final decisions. So Amy, I would like you to know that your job right now is to be your husband's support system.
Yes.
I know that this is a difficult time for the both of you. Do you have any questions that I can answer for you right now?
At this time, I'm going to process everything, talk to my husband about all this, and then next week, I think after we had a week to think about it, we'll discuss this even further.
Okay. I would like to provide you with the pros and the cons of having this procedure done, and also frequently asked questions that come up with this procedure. Is there anything else today?
If I think of any questions later, I'll definitely reach out to you.
Okay, that sounds good. I want you to know that I'm here for you, and don't hesitate to reach out to me.
Thank you.
See you next week.